Inside the door, the man found himself in an empty void filled with absolute nothingness. This must be the punishment for all the sins I committed while I was alive. I must stay here alone, in the empty, lonely, dark void for all eternity, said the man, thinking that spending eternity in the dark void was his punishment for the sinful life he lived when he was still alive. The man in black then appeared before him once again. The man thought that the man in black was a demon set to torture him as he stayed in the dark void. "Hello, demon. You must be here to torture me for all eternity. If so, I am ready and willing to receive it all. After all, I am a sinner, and I know it," said the man. The man in black then looked at the man, and then turned to look at the empty, dark void before asking, "Why is this place empty? Do you wish to spend your life after death in this dark place for all eternity?" "What?" said the man, shocked and confused by the man's question. "Isn't this hell, where I must suffer for all eternity for my sins?" asked the man. "Hell, a place where people suffer for all eternity? Such a place does not exist," said the man. "If such a place does not exist, then where are we?" asked the man. "The place of death," said the man in black. "What exactly is the place of death?" asked the man, confused by what the man in black said. "It's a place where dead souls come to rest," said the man in black. The man did not know what the man in black meant when he said this was a place for souls to come and rest. "Please explain what you mean by rest," asked the man. The man in black turned to him, his cold, emotionless gaze piercing. Before he began to explain, he paused. "The place of death is a place of rest, where the souls of the dead come to rest after spending their entire lives in the world of the living. Their dead, tired souls come here to rest. The place of death accepts all souls and is not a place of judgment. Yes, it is true that there are some souls who have black, cold hearts, incapable of love, care, and compassion," he continued, "but that does not mean they deserve to suffer. They may be wicked, but they have still suffered like every other soul." The man did not fully understand what the man in black meant when he said wicked souls had suffered like others. "Aren't those wicked souls the source of suffering for many others?" he asked. "Some of them were rulers who were cruel to their people. Others were criminals who stole from those who had little, and the rest were truly heartless people who committed evil and wicked deeds. They inflicted pain on those who had not wronged them in any way, killing, raping, and committing many more unspeakable horrors. They used the life they lived to spread pain and misery across the world. Tell me, sir, don't the souls of those wicked people deserve to be punished for all eternity? Why should they be punished when they did nothing wrong?" The man looked at the man in black, confused once again. "What do you mean when you say they did nothing wrong?" he asked. The man in black began to explain. "Yes, it is true that those wicked souls committed truly horrible things, and from your perspective, it would be right for them to be punished for their deeds. However, what you fail to see from your perspective is that those wicked souls are a product of a flawed society, a flawed world, and a flawed reality. Those wicked souls were influenced to be wicked, just like the good ones were influenced to be good. A great flaw in reality is the idea of evil, because in a perfect form of reality, there should not be conflict of any kind, and actions labeled as bad or evil should not exist. But yet, such a flaw exists, and it has done nothing to create great pain and misery for all who exist.